Gratitude is highly important. So thank you as well. Thank you for stepping into the role that you have done. Thank you for your commitment and your energy. And thank you for your love and your service.
So, oh, what a beautiful morning already. So we had a few questions. If it's something that you'd prefer us to direct to the Raven and Crows, then please feel free to go ahead and direct us that way. But we did have a couple more personal questions. I can go ahead and we'll just start off with Randy, with you.
I've been presented with many different, at least several different business opportunities, and I'd like some clarity as to what is the most beneficial for everyone if I have to limit my choices to pursue.
Is there guidance into the direction of where his focus should lie within these opportunities? Should it just be one particular? Maybe you have insight on which one, or just where he should best focus his attention, if that makes sense. If you need more clarity, please let me know.
We are good. This is a time of wonderment. To have the array and the choices before you, there is one in particular that is most suiting. It is known, I'm getting a picture, so hold on. I don't know what this means. I'm seeing a trampoline. This doesn't make sense. Jumping. It is known that it is
She's all going up and down.
yeah, I'm seeing the trampoline. Hold on. Clarity, please. One is more suitable in, we feel that you know which one this is. Do not be concerned. About these choices as they are all well, but there is one that is more suitable. Clarity, please. The jumping up and down represents the bouncing back when you have made your choice. There may be a time where you feel, did I make the right choice, or was it a different one? And you will bounce back to know that it is the right choice. So bouncing on the trampoline is representative of the enjoyment of whatever choice you make. Be sure that you realize that it is all well. So if you would like to know which is more suitable, choose the one that is giving you more flexibility with time parameters, and this is more suitable at this time. There is somewhat of a winding down at this time in your life. It is important to allow yourself to include the flexibility of hours and time. This is important in many regards because you not only deserve this, but it will be the flexibility in time that is more, shall we say, valuable than the currency. It is also allowing in the things that you are creating, that the flexibility will be most beneficial. Trust in the process, trust in what provisions will be provided in this endeavor we are here to support. So flexibility is key in your selection. If the other is selected, it is suitable as well. As we said before, the fish is on the hook, and the manner which you reel in is to allow the timing of it to be at a good pace. So you are well on track. Is there more clarity that you wish to speak of in this decision? Is there more clarity that you seek?
I think I understand. I can work within that answer. Thank you.
Thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, the many. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We have another question. Beautiful Sherry is wanting to start a group for addicts, people who are, I suppose the wording would be suffering addiction. That is part of her niche, whatever, the target people whom she wants to really help. She definitely feels like a lot of light workers are have been down the journey of addictions, and one of her goals, as you know, is to help with clarity for their journey. With that being said, she had a couple questions on the group. So maybe a name for the group, maybe how to go, any information about this this group that she has set in her plan would be helpful. And thank you so much.
This is a good focus. There are many, many different challenges in your plane at this time. It is one main one, but there are many others. It is a scourge, so to say, that the abilities of many have been affected by these chemicals and these substances that they consume. It is and has affected the plan, so to speak. So this releasing and setting people free and as helping them to stay free of these encumbrances is highly important. We do agree. There are many that will come to you with different challenges, so to speak, different areas of assistance that will not be in that genre, but to create a place of beckoning for these people with this, may you call it ailment, or this situation is indeed good. There are generalities that these groups, so you call them, that will welcome many, as we say, many, many. We love to use that word, but this is also good to have the broad base that Trinity has already created, and the focus is well placed. You are doing correct when it comes to we'll call them genres, or as you may call them, platforms, not necessarily genres, but genres being the different type of people you will help, different areas, different ailments, different things. It is good to focus on one, but you always know there are many. So allowing to develop the creations that you already created will serve you well. If you create a specific one, this is okay as well. But to formulate a name that is of your choosing, it seems to be in this time and space that people want to be entertained. They like to have things pique their interest, and this is something you may want to look at. You are not here to entertain, but this is what attracts. So keep this in mind. In your society, people have been programmed to have short attention spans and have in them wanting to something that excites the eyes and the senses. So when you're speaking of attraction, this attraction will serve you well if you think creatively in this regard. This is not saying that you have to become a entertainment. This is not your purpose, of course, but this will attract people because this is how your society is currently operating.
Right, right.
So develop what you have. If you add a new, we see the QR. You have QR codes, QR. Quantum recovery is good. Mm.
What about enlightened recovery? ER. You see QR?
Look at the numerological aspect of it and make your decision.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Sherry will love that.
There are many hurting. Keep them in your hearts and keep them in your focus. There are also many light workers gone astray, with light workers being reactivated, so to speak, and repurposed, so to speak, and realizing their true potential. This is what we wish to communicate, and we truly wish to bring them all on board to help this transition time. So please remember this aspect in your work.
Yes, that is such a beautiful main focus, I think, for the both of us. I love that you wrote, or that you wrote, I wrote it because I was taking notes, but I love that you mentioned one of my questions was going to be about a niche or the main focus. What we're kind of learning in our class is to have one focus, one expertise or whatever. And I love that you wrote there'll be many different niches. And for me, that brings it brings in such alignment with me because I've always had, not just one focus, it's been many. And maybe that's why I haven't been able to really be too successful in everything, but I think I'm pretty successful. So thank you for the information about the group for Sherry. I did have another question, but this kind of brought me just because it's similar with my niche. What I was kind of thinking, like I said, we're in a class where it's kind of bringing us to a focal point of expertise and who we want to bring in. And for me, it feels like mine is more, I want to provide the space to help everyone to embody their truest essence, to really step into their truth or their expression of truth. And that for me kind of is pretty much anyone and everyone who is ready. But for me to narrow it down to a particular niche, I tried to do self-reflection, but it kind of feels like self-reflection is the medicine, the journey that I would be taking them on. So my thing is there any information you can provide me or a message to be able to kind of have clarity on how I want to direct the how to entertain the traffic to bring them in, I suppose, or how to go about bringing in who I don't know if any of that makes sense. Does any of that, are you catching what I'm throwing?
You're good. It is
Oh, thank you. I love you, the many. Oh my goodness.
it is so niches. So you call them niches are good to have a focus overall, but you have many that you cannot exclude. So when it comes to your say marketing or focus or deployment of this program, it is okay. So if you find a niche that is for this particular item that you are working on, but it is not to remain, so it is for a single purpose when you utilize it to focus on a particular group, but then expanding the focus thereafter. So a niche of self-reflection, many would be served well by that. Self-reflection is important. It is something that even this vehicle that now speaks has not fully utilized. It is important, and it is one thing that many who are enduring challenges in this lifetime need to do. So we have indeed
Our work cut out.
place this within your calling, and you are correct.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. And so we wanted to, Randy wrote something, and I'll get to that in just a second. We wanted to see if there was any message on attracting and inviting to our membership. And I think you've kind of touched base with the messages. But if there was anything particular or specific, I suppose, for the membership that we want to create, which if you need any specifics on the membership, I can give that to you, but I'm kind of feeling like you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, please let me know and I'll go into specifics. But yeah, we're just kind of trying to plan out over the next week on how we're going to attract and invite people to our membership. So if you had any insight that way. Thank you so much too for all of this.
Do not forget to utilize the energetic aspects of visualization and visualizing those and attracting those with heart, emotion, and love who you wish to attract, but using the physical realm of the resources that you have. This is more of your expertise, but we and our observation again state that people like to be entertained. So attract them initially with the energetic visualization, and then when they when it is seen two faces speaking, it usually does not attract the initial, but people see things happening in the background or something interesting, they are more likely to click unless they already know what you do. It is something clicking. People click when they see something interesting or unusual. So this is what we see in our overall observation, that in attraction, this is something to think about. But for groups, it is material that is different, unique, something they don't always acquire somewhere else, something that they haven't completely heard of, something fun, something interesting, as you, again, your society tends to want to be entertained. So if you make it interesting, different, creative, think on these things, we will plant seeds as well. Visualize the people you wish to bring in. Open your heart, open yourselves up to actually seeing the faces, and share, as you call it, to these different places that you do. It is thinking of an opening and a duration of the video that has some interaction different than you have been doing. This is more attracting, and it will be energy as well. So remember to utilize the energy before, in the morning, before you do your scheduled items, and visualize together through the heart, through emotion, and feel those people that need, and we will also assist. It is a great venture, and know that attraction sometimes is stepping to the level that your society is at, because this is where they operate from. Kind of think of where they are operating at, those currently who need and can use your services, and realize what they see. What they see will cause them to be attracted to you. Try to think from their eyes, and this will be helpful as well. Does this make sense to you?
Beautiful. Yeah, I'll probably rewatch it because there's a couple times where I got I stayed in one thing that you said because I kind of explored expansion on that, and then I had to come back to the words. But very beautiful. I do love that you mentioned, to kind of hone in on our energy. We have kind of loosely scheduled Monday through Fridays, 7 to 9 in the morning, every morning meeting, and Monday being kind of personally, kind of like what we're doing now, like for business connection, or, just getting ready for the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday being for the many, basically for, out here the many plus you the many, and then Friday kind of being our own reflection and self-healing together, to make sure we are balanced and we are aligned and in harmony. So I think that what you said kind of made it sound like we were on the right path with making sure that we're fully balanced within the circle. So I love that. I love the kind of thinking outside the box. I've had a couple different insights and a reading saying to kind of just be in my own authentic energy, and our creations will be authentic and exactly what will be eye-catching. So I'm excited to kind of step into that. Randy wrote something down. I'm going to read it. Maybe there's a couple words you might need to say, but he wrote, would like to schedule an interview to help share the word of the many. Would this be agreeable? Something?
And
is there any insight to topics that will benefit the message to the masses? That looks like a T to me.
We welcome this. This is a event that we feel we have been anticipating, and we wish to divulge more. It is the questions that you have and you have been developing are quite appropriate. It is known to you, but we would like to share with others what our purpose and mission. It is quite different. There are many channelers, as you call them, connections that are for one purpose and others that are for another purpose. It is not that all are to be the same. It is different and unique missions, because if all channeling was the same and from the same source and from the same vehicle, it would be, or vehicles delivered the same messages, it would be quite
limited.
the word's not there.
Mhm.
Unuseful. It is more useful. It is more purposeful. It is more helpful, so to speak. It is more useful to some humanity to have the variations of the messages coming through. There are more and more people who are able to do this at this time, and it is not that it is an ability for just one person. All have the ability, but the connection is key. And so when this information comes through, we want to be able to share with you. And there are times, as you know, that it seems like we talk in riddles, we talk in symbolisms and such. There is reasons for this, and it is the way we speak. It is as you would say, our, what is the word? Our, one moment. I'm having a hard time formulating a word. It's kind of like it's stopped. I'm getting a full presence, full energetic field, and I'm just kind of, I'm
Discovery
getting like
of
way of delivery. It's like it's how they communicate. So thank you. Are you guys playing with me? It's like they stopped. I see them laughing. Okay,
They're having fun now.
it's like they're just waiting. They're waiting for the time they're going to reveal at that time. I think, did I lose connection? They're saying that kind of like that is right. I'm seeing just like they're good right now. They're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Much gratitude, appreciation, and love. We receive and we give back. Thank you. Whew. I just kind of got the sense that it was like, I don't even remember what I said, but that's their, I still can't formulate the words. I'm sorry, I'm loopy. But it's like their way of communicating. But yes, that'd be fine.
Yep. And I got the sense of it provides the space for the individual to complete their free will, but also discovery. So when we have a self-discovery, it is such a more impactful, hi Raul, I see the shadow.
It's either a shadow or it's a ghost. Raul, are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The dogs are running still. You didn't open the gate, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. If it's getting hot, you could let him in. But
Someone said hi, buddy.
Randy says hi, buddy.
Hey, what's going on, Randy?
Hey, what's going on? He can't see you there. I have it tilted.
Oh.
Well, Randy's behind the scenes too. Hi.
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, he can't hear because I have the earphones in.
That's right.
Okay. All right. I just had to make sure he didn't open the gate. The dogs
It's
get out.
been like 88 degrees here. I'm
What
like,
the heck?
woo!
You guys are in the heat wave too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah, geez. Yeah, because I'm hoping it cools down before you get here. So that'll be the last week. I don't want to change the subject because, yeah, I don't remember, but I got a sense that, yes, that's okay. They want to divulge more. This is what I remember.
Yep. So
But
I'll play back there. I'll send you the recording. I did try to see if it comes in 2. I did stop it to see if it would do 2.
Okay.
So maybe you might have to have like the first hour and a half. We might just have to erase that, but it's okay. I can do that and then send it over. With the interview, to share the word out to the many. Would this be agreeable? And if there's any